It's amazing how quickly time passes. You look over your shoulder and we're already deep into the second quarter this year. And there's one common theme that I'm hearing throughout the M&A community that I wanted to share with you today. Welcome back to our podcast, The Ins and Outs of Selling a Business, and this week's Big Hurdle. So what is happening that we're hearing in the community and from the sellers, from other professionals, our peers, is why is it taking so long? And there's reasons why deals are taking longer in this market. And a lot has to do with, in my opinion, is that sense of nervousness, lack of visibility in the marketplace, waiting for the other shoe to drop. I mean, there's so many things have happened over the last 5-6 years since COVID, right? 2020, that the buyers, when they're ready to transact, are stepping back and thinking through, what am I missing? What else could go wrong? And from a seller perspective, you're saying to yourself, and you're getting frustrated, why is this taking so long? Why are we not closing? What else can I provide? Right? So, it's a heavy lift, right? It's a heavy lift. We talked about this many times in prior podcasts, to get that last yard line, to get the deal over the table. The sense right now is people are trying to not prolong, but delay a little bit, think things through, what could happen, things. It's just a place there's a chaotic environment we've been in over these last several years with everything that's transpired, that the buyers are really sensitive to something happening. So the buyers are really sensitive to what else could go wrong. What am I missing? I said it just as I said before. So how do you mitigate that? How do you get them comfortable? How do you, as a seller, show the buyer that, yeah, we're good. Our numbers are good. Our people are aligned. Our growth plan is our assumptions, our growth plan, our backlogs, everything is in place. So when you step into this business, you're going to have a successful transaction. And I think what it really comes down to, and we're seeing in our deal flow, in our transactions that we recently closed, and which took a long time, is preparedness. I can't overemphasize this to you right now, is that if you think you're prepared, take another look. Challenge yourself, right? The buyer's going to challenge you. Challenge yourself. Challenge your team, your professionals you work with, your accountants, your lawyers. And do a deep dive into every aspect of your business, right? Get things in order. And when you think they're in order, take another look to make sure they're in order. And, it's like I said this before, the buyer is going to do a CAT scan MRI in your business, and it's going to take a long time through due diligence to get it done. My recommendation in this environment is you do the same, right? One way to mitigate that is to invest the resources necessary to make sure things are ready to go. So I don't want to do a sell-side QV. Right? That means you bring in an independent CPA firm and they do a deep dive into everything. Right? Their job is not only to look where there's exposure, weaknesses, but also ways to improve valuation. So if they can improve valuation, for every dollar they find, that could be $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 to you. So even though you think, well, it's a big number, it's a big ticket item, it's not. It's an investment. And that's going to get the buyer at ease. That's one area. I mean, understanding, knowing that your team's aligned, everybody's in place. The longer things go, the higher likelihood that they won't close because something will happen. It could be you lose a customer, you lose a key employee, you have a health crisis, there's a geopolitical event that happens like we've had so many over the last 5 years. These are things that you can control some of it, others you can't control. But what you can control is important for you as a business owner to make that investment so that there's no surprises. Try to take the uncertainty, the nervous. I'm using the word nervous because I've been at the table on multiple transactions over the last couple of years, and the buyers are, they want to do a deal. They're sitting on a ton of cash. They're ready to go, but they're nervous because it's not just the money they're going to spend. Their jobs are on the line here. You don't look at that as a business owner. It's like someone's coming to buy your business it could be a private equity firm, even the corporate development guy for a strategic buyer. They have the answer to people, and they need to get comfortable. And it's our job as your advisor to help you get comfortable, but you also need to make that investment. You will get a return on it. I don't see things changing anytime soon. I mean, there always will be. I mean, look, we unfortunately we're in a war right now. We have an election coming up. We have our interest rates going up. Are they going down? Inflation, the overall sentiment from the consumer base is not great. So you got to take the steps. I mean, buyers want to do deals, but it's our job as sellers and as reps or sellers to make sure we're prepared. So take another look, take another deep dive, really look at your business before you go to market. Challenge yourself, challenge your people, challenge your advisors, right? Invest the funds necessary to make this a successful outcome for you and your family. And the goal is to get the deal done to your satisfaction, to your goals and objectives, to the valuation you're looking for. Those investments will help you get there. I hope you enjoyed this big hurdle. If you did, please click the link below. We talk about other aspects of the deal that could be helpful to you. Again, I'm Keith D, President of Osage Advisors, and thanks for being with us.